Good morning, everybody. It's Sally, and I'm greenlighting my day with something new to me. You know, I appreciate new experiences, and I really enjoyed growing in a meditative practice of my own here in my new home, and I made a new friend, and I'm very appreciative of this friend, and this friend, like me, loves to explore, and she's at least 20 years my junior, at least. She's probably more than that. But life has not been, a bed of roses for any one of us. And she's got a lot of depth and maturity that I really appreciate. And she has insights that I can relate to, and it's a vice versa thing. So this is a new friendship, and I'm very appreciative for her. And I visited her this week for the first time in her home, and on a snow day. And it was really just a really sweet time. So I just greenlighting my day, appreciating that there's always new relationships ahead of you. There's always new friends to find. There's always new soulmates. There's new people that you have a kinship with. They're just out there. You have to be out there to find them. So this is a gift that she gave to me. And this gift came because she not only is into meditation, she's a professor of normal stuff. I won't go into her background. Regular, real life stuff that, has nothing to do with yoga or meditation. But also she teaches yoga, she does yoga, and she knits. And she posted the other day on her wall, I'm having I don't know how they call it, but it's like a yoga knitting thing. It's like a one-time thing for people to see how knitting can be a yoga-like. And when I say yoga, in this sense, it means yoga, there's movements that lead to kind of an openness and an awareness and a meditative kind of meditation thing. It's not just yoga for exercise. It's not the gym. These are yoga studios, which combines, to some degree, both elements. One leads to the other. So, I haven't done that yet. That will be new to me in 2016. I'll give it a risk. And I said, I would love to do that. I think that's wonderful, the concept, but I do not knit. I have tried, and every time I've tried to knit in my childhood, it's like, and everything's knotty, and then you have to make sure you know what you're looking at, because if you drop a stitch, you have to, and then you have this. And I said, none of my stuff my tension's very irregular. And I said, it would stress me out. It would not relax me. Excuse me, my nose is a little runny. And I said, but I could be the person who, holds their hands like this and people can undo or wind. I said, I can think that would be very meditative to just do the winding of the thing. She said, when you come over, I'm going to have a present for you. And I thought, she's going to make me a little knotted bracelet or something where I can count, my meditations or something sort of like a rosary. Well, this is what she had for me. And so I took it home, and she says, and there's something in the middle. You wind to get there. So we didn't talk about how to do this meditation or what form it would take. So I sat down with it the other day, and I went, okay, how am I supposed to incorporate this exactly? Is there a lesson plan? Is there directions? And then the more I thought about it, I thought, well, I can imagine unwrapping, and as you unwrap, you take a breath. And as you unwrap another one, you put a good thing out into the universe. You say a blessing for someone. You say a good thing for someone else. A meta meditation, which is a loving kindness meditation for yourself or others, and others. But I said to her, aim. I won't tell you any more than that. I said, is there a proper use? And she says, I said, I don't want to whip into the center of this like a Christmas present. I dig the tactile movement, etc. This is me. I said, shall I breathe in and out as I do each full circle? Blah, 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 blah. All right. She says, well, as you've probably already figured out, the beauty of this particular device is in its simplicity. You can wind it again and again as you explore to which purpose you want to apply it. You can time your breathing with the winding. You can focus on how it feels as it changes in color and in the strands themselves. So this was not one I would close my eyes particularly for. Some things I like to close my eyes. But she's right, there's multiple colors in this thread, and it will go from color to color. And she said, You can wind it at an organic tempo or at a paced one, and not pay attention to it beyond letting your thoughts become a sort of thread to be followed as well. And mantra repetition would also be great, because I had suggested that. Perhaps for this first time, set an intention for today, this week, this stage of life. Get cozy. Light some of your incense that you like. She knows. She's been in my little sacred space room. I have incense down here. Picture your ball of yarn as your heart, and as a labyrinth to which you're going to wind to the center. Follow this thread. There is no minotaur at the center of this place. It is a safe place. Hold your intention gently in your mind as you follow the way to the center. Bring your attention back to it if it trails. So then we chatted a little bit longer, and she said, keep the ball for another time and winding, as many times as you like, exploring different ways of interacting with it. If you get to a point where you're ready for a different practice or focus, wind a prize inside and give to another. Then lead them, teach them, as that is often the best way to learn oneself. I wanted to share that with you because this is a new experience for me. And I look forward to the tactile. That's the thing about meditation. We're human beings. Many cultures and streams will cross and touch on similar things, but there is something, for example, people that do the rosary, there's that tactile, the counting and the tactile, and it helps them focus. We are incredible creatures, incredible, and there's nothing that we can't make a connection and relate to. So I look forward to my time with this yarn meditation experience, and I like the idea of it being a labyrinth, an unwinding path that I'm following to the center, to find my heart, to find my core, and exploring that whole concept as I sit and meditate in the days ahead. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's what's going on in Sally's neighborhood, as Mr. Rogers would say. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Green light, everybody, in whatever way floats your boat. I appreciate you being patient and listening to me explore new ways to float my boat. We'll see you next week.